What if every insult came with hidden rules, and reacting was exactly what they wanted?
Ever been insulted and felt that urge to snap back? What if you could stay calm and turn the moment in your favor? Try the 10-second silence, the curiosity mirror, or simply the strategic exit. Because whoever provokes you doesn't have to own you.
Sometimes disrespect arrives without warning. A sharp comment, a cheap insult, a room that suddenly goes silent. In that moment, everything seems to pause. Do you react, laugh it off, or stay quiet while it burns inside? Today, we're learning a different response: mental judo. Most insults are not about truth. They are tests, social control tests. The real question isn't whether the comment is accurate, it's whether they can move your emotions. The moment you react impulsively, the game begins on their terms. That first emotional reaction is exactly what they're looking for. The flushed face, the shaky voice, the defensive tone. These become trophies for the aggressor. Calm, on the other hand, quietly removes their power. Anger often rewards the attack. Defending yourself too quickly can make the comment feel legitimate. In the silent court of social perception, over-explaining often looks more like guilt than confidence. This is what we call the justification trap. The second you begin nervously explaining yourself, you subtly accept their frame. Instead of questioning their behavior, you begin proving your worth. Notice something? You haven't lost from the insult yet. You lose when you enter their game. There are two classic traps: over-defending and awkward laughter. One makes you seem guilty. The other teaches people that your boundaries can be crossed without consequence. Both quietly hand control to the aggressor. So here comes the first strategy: 10 seconds of nothing. When the insult lands, don't rush to fill the silence. Hold still. Keep eye contact. Let the moment breathe. That silence does something powerful. It forces the other person to sit with their own words. Suddenly, they're the one feeling the awkwardness. A quiet can say more than a paragraph ever could. Our second strategy is the clarification mirror. Passive-aggressive remarks only survive in shadows. Bring them into the light by calmly asking, "What do you mean by that?" Something magical happens when someone has to repeat their own insult. Often, they hear how rude it sounds. Now they must either double down and look bitter or retreat and look embarrassed. Next comes the cold smile and pivot. A tiny, almost amused smile. One beat of silence, then smoothly continue the conversation elsewhere. Silence is step one. Now we make them explain themselves. This move says without words, that comment wasn't important enough to interrupt my peace. It leaves their little verbal grenade sitting in their own hands. Now we shift into curiosity. Instead of defending, ask something unexpected. "I'm curious, how is that a problem for you?" This instantly moves the spotlight. Suddenly, the focus isn't on your supposed flaw, it's on their strange investment in it. It's elegant, slightly playful, and wonderfully disarming. Sometimes disrespect arrives dressed as concern. A fake compliment, a sweet tone with sharp edges. Here, precision matters. Calm replies with a velvet blade often lands best. Literal responses can also dismantle mockery. If someone says, "Who would even listen to you?" a calm answer like "people who value accuracy" completely breaks their intended rhythm.
See the pattern? Stop defending, start redirecting.
Now we enter the high-status reframe. This is less about words and more about energy. Real confidence refuses to debate insults that come from insignificance. Sometimes the strongest message is silent indifference, not coldness, simply the quiet sense that their opinion doesn't hold enough weight to disturb your inner world. In friendlier environments, humor can become your best shield. Not defensive laughter, but confident banter, playful, sharp, and light. Absurd humor works especially well. Turning their jab into something ridiculous makes the room laugh with you instead of at you. Confidence often sounds like ease. Of course, not every moment is a joke. Sometimes respect requires a boundary. A calm, low voice saying, "Let's keep that off the table," can be far more powerful than raised volume.
Confidence isn't volume. Sometimes it's a sentence. Sometimes it's silence.
And when boundaries are ignored, remember this: your presence is a privilege. Walking away is not weakness. Sometimes leaving is the strongest sentence in the conversation. Now we reach the master level, total immunity. The biggest shift is realizing that insults often reveal more about the speaker than the target. Their words are often mirrors of their own insecurity, fear, or frustration. Once you see that, the insult changes shape. It stops being a weapon and becomes information. Real power is not winning every confrontation. It's the peace that comes from realizing many fights never deserved your energy in the first place. Success, growth, and inner calm become the real response, not revenge, elevation. The best answer is becoming impossible to shake. So now the question becomes personal. What is the rudest comment you've ever received, and how did you respond? Every difficult moment is a chance to practice your own mental judo.
Hi, thanks for watching. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.